Today I'll be talking about genealogy of morals in terms of League of Legends. So, what is the genealogy of morals? In his book, German philosopher Nietzsche discussed how aristocrat morality values honor, power, and independence. Meanwhile, slave morality values sympathy, kindness, and virtuosity, which basically says that due to the slave mindset of, that it allows them to stay oppressed by the aristocrats. The slaves believe that they are taking the moral high ground, when in reality they are allowing themselves into a never-ending cycle of oppression by the aristocrats. Because since they believe that if they do something, or if the aristocrats do something wrong, and the slaves stay complacent and they propagate this mindset of cowardice and fear, they're gonna go to heaven or someone is gonna reward them for that kind of thinking. When in reality, it doesn't work that way. So I use League of Legends as an example because in this game, Ionia is a country there, and yeah, and in that country, there is a certain culture of peace that is prevalent there, and they really don't like unnecessary acts of violence. So that's the culture that is propagated in this fictional land of Ionia. And unfortunately, this land was attacked by an invading force called Noxus. And since their prevailing mindset was peace, they were pillaged and killed without much resistance. Of course, their mindset was that since the Noxians were the ones ruining the balance, or ruining the balance of their ecosystem, or ruining the balance of their world, it would be that would be punished by nature and not them. Thus, Ionia continued to be ransacked until factions finally started to realize that thousands were being massacred due to their complacence. Thus, those factions broke away from the culture of peace and decided to resist and rebel against the invaders, which shows us something very reminiscent of slave and aristocrat morality in that Noxus, which is another country in this fictional world, but there are a bunch of warmongers and they really do value power and honor over everything else. Meanwhile, Ionia, well, Ionians are nice and they value peace and love and balance above all else. And that kind of thinking led to them being ransacked and almost completely destroyed, were it not for people rebelling against that kind of thinking. And basically, that's it. Thank you for listening.